Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to a special session this evening. I've been doing these quite often because I'm getting a lot of donations during my regular sessions, which I so appreciate because that's how I survive, or not really survive, but I thrive. It's how we eat, in other words. So I appreciate it so much, but I do honor my community. I know not everyone can give donations. I like to come back on to provide the free readings. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got quite a few. So I'll jump in. Appreciate you guys giving the video a like. It does tell me you're enjoying the free readings, and it does help spread the Zen love. So thank you guys, all of you who do that. After this session, I will post a pinned comment listing the order in which the readings were done, so you can find and locate your reading faster by seeing who was around you, and you can jump into the video and find it. There's no chat in here because I'm not taking any new requests. This is just making up for all the ones that I did not complete earlier this evening. But I will be back tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, if you'd like to join me then for new readings. Or if you want to purchase a reading, all that information's in the description box of the video as well. So here we go. Let's get started. Happy Chinese New Year to you. I am going to be using the Chinese Tarot deck. And we had left off with Butterfly. So Butterfly, you are up first, and you wanted some guidance from your higher self. So let's take a look here. We'll give these a shuffle, and let's see what we got going on. What does your higher self want you to know right now? All right. So what does your higher self want you to know? All right. We got the Moon energy and the Nine of Wands. All right. So you have some great release coming up here on the next full moon that is coming in. So we got a Virgo full moon coming in about 2 weeks, and we'll be putting out a pick a card around that a couple of days before, on the Wednesday before that. So like a week from next Wednesday. But what it does is whatever this block is that you have going in your life that's keeping you from moving forward, something that you might have been feeling like you're hitting your head up against a wall over and over again. Well, this moon, because with the full moon, we have release ceremonies that release things out of our life. That is what helps you release whatever this is that's holding you back. So it'll talk about 10 things that you can, like we have like new moons, we get 10 wishes. Full moons, we get 10 things we can release. If you do it within 8 hours before the full moon, around the energy of the sign that the moon is in, super, super powerful, which it's Virgo. So be sure to check that out because you do have this release that comes in. And if you want to prepare, you can even just, if you're not aware of like what the characteristics of the Virgo sign are, you can just search it on the internet and you can see the themes of the energy and start forming your 10 things. And we talk all about it in that video, how to make the most of that release. So I like that for you, Butterfly. A beautiful, beautiful release coming up here on this next full moon. All right, so that's what they have for you. Many blessings. And then Love and Light, you are up next, and you wanted a general reading. So let's take a look here and see what does Spirit want you to know right now. All right, boom, boom. All right, yeah, you're you're being asked here to look at, have some Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, self-nurture time coming in here. Because the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles is about nurturing yourself, especially in combination with the Devil card. Because Devil card is Saturn, Capricorn energy, looking at and reflecting on your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets. And a lot of times it's long held beliefs that you've had that go way back, way back. And so your cage is being shaken for you to be able to be released and see the cage you have your heart in, to see the cage you have your mind in, and to be able to celebrate the release of it, the escape of it, or the demolition of the cages themselves. And so it is required for you with Saturn energy to do the work, to look at it, go, why do I think that way? Why do I feel that way? And do I want to continue to feel that way? You have the power to transform it. And in doing so, Saturn always, even though they're the taskmaster planet of our solar system, they also always have a reward that comes from doing the work. So just know if you do that work and put in that it does change things for you. So I like that for you, love and light. That's your message for right now. And if you've been feeling like, yeah, I've been feeling these things coming up in my life that I just can't get by, well, that's because that's how the devil energy works, Saturn energy. It's like right here in front of your face. It's like, I'm not going away until you look at me. All right, I'll look at you. And then you're like, well, look at the freedom, that comes with it. So that's what's coming towards you. Or you're in the midst of it right now. You might be like, whatever, it's happening right now. All right. So many blessings to you. And then YOLO, you are up next. You wanted a love reading. Let me just shuffle these up here. So what does Spirit want you to know here about love? Love, love. All right. So these two. And you've got the Knight of Coins and the Hermit. Well, I'm sorry, YOLO. It's not happening like tomorrow. You have the Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight out of them all, and the Hermit card, which is about being alone and taking time to yourself. But it's good because this tells you that the reason why things are going slow romantically or love is because it's time to go inward and upward. And our love life slowed down to give us time to raise our love vibration, let go of mindsets that don't serve us, let go of emotions that don't serve us, become aware of our energies and our physical actions. Because when we're focusing on lower vibrational and we have these things that keep us there, we keep doing the same thing, getting the same thing, right? Doing what we've always done, we get what we always have gotten. But with this slowing things down, it keeps things, the lower vibrational things, from being drawn in too fast, allows you to raise your love vibration. And as your vibration rises, the lower vibrational things drift away because they don't get attracted to higher vibrational things. And then higher vibrational things come in instead. And a nice little side benefit of that is the more you raise your love vibration, the faster things speed up. And then those higher vibrational relationships come in faster as well. So right now, this is what they're having you focus on, YOLO. It's things are going slow because they're letting the old go to bring in the new higher vibrational things. So continue to do those things, question those thoughts, question those emotions, raise that love vibration, and you'll see love come in fast, fast, fast. It's all in your hands. That's where we want it, right? We don't want it in someone else's hands. We want it in ours. So there you go. Right. So that's what they have for you, YOLO. Many blessings to you. And then attitude of gratitude. You are up next. Any potential relationship coming to you? Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know here? All right. You do have the potential here with the Empress card, new birth, a lot of emotion, a lot of sensuality, a lot of nurturing and coming in. The Nine of Wands, though, does tell you that there's a little bit of block that's here that's keeping it from coming in. And when you look at those things, it's that's what's required before that Empress birthing can take place. And if you take a look at mine, I don't know if we've talked about this yet or not, but if you've already looked at it, then go, all right, let me just revisit it. But I have a playlist called Take 10 with Zen on my main page at the very top. If you go into the playlist, episodes 4 and 5 talk about the energy barriers and also the balancing out of the rate of exchange between what you feel you have to give to what you receive. And so if you ever feel like there's this barrier keeping love out, then it's our little inner child that has this out of balance giving and receiving, that it's keeping hatch marks based on some old beliefs it learned like 7 years old and younger about how much you have to give to receive very little. And when anytime love tries to come in and it's keeping track of those 1,000 love coins, it's like, nope, you haven't gotten it yet. It keeps it away. Or if it comes in, it repels it out like a vampire being uninvited from a house. So if that feels familiar, check out that. It's I don't have a chat here, so I can't put the link in here. But if you go to my main page at the very top, the playlist Take 10 with Zen is there, episodes 4 and 5. All right. So that's what they have for you, attitude of gratitude, but you definitely have the ability. It just needs to have that little barrier dropped, and then love is ripe and coming your way. I like it. All right. And that's what they have for you. Many blessings. And then Flower Girl, you're up. So Pisces, planning anything for you? Let's take a look here and see. Let me just shuffle these up here a little bit. A lot of energy happening. So we'll get it down here. So any Pisces plans coming in here? Let's see here. All right. Well, we do have the Ace of Pentacles, which would tell me, yeah, there's an opportunity, an event in the outside world here. So I feel like they are wanting an opportunity to get together. Confucius is the Judgment card. Sorry for it's going in and out there, but it's usually it's our higher self calling us to this higher place. So I feel like what they're planning for you is something kind of I would say unnatural. That sounds horrible, but like out of the ordinary. That sounds better. So they're wanting to do something different. They're wanting to surprise you and just do something that's like I said, unexpected and weird and different. I feel like this is what they're wanting to do. They're just like, you know what? I'm tired of doing the date night, movie night, or whatever. Like, let's go to drag racing. I don't know, not that, but it's like that. Like they're like, or what is it with the roller derby? Let's go to a roller derby. You're like, what? Okay, new and different. And I feel like they want to change things up, and this is the planning that they have for you. Is they just want to do something that will be memorable and not boring, not the same old stuff. They're ready for something different. So hopefully that makes sense to you, but that's what's coming in there for you. So many blessings, Flower Girl. And then book lovers, you want messages from spirit. Let's take a look here and see. What? All right, and that one. Let's take a look here. Okay. I like this. We've got the 10 of Swords, which is about cutting away thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, old ways of looking at things. This would be, small T truths, these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos, things that we feel are required and must be, but they are the things that bring us lower vibrational energy because when we have so many expectations, we have so many disappointments because expectations equal disappointment. And I love that you're just kind of at this place of being sick and tired of disappointing people or being disappointed, and you're just like, why do I expect all this stuff? I'm clearing the house, I'm getting this stuff out of my head, and you're releasing these things, and it brings you emotional stability with that 4 of Cups. It allows you to see things differently, and I like this for you because there is this clearing up of stuff. Just it feels like more joy, more happiness. Just you feel like, oh, wow, without all these expectations, I'm able to enjoy the moments. I'm able to enjoy people for who they are instead of focusing on who they're not. And that's where I feel this emotional stability comes in. You're just tired of trying to please everyone and trying to make everyone please you because it 0% success rate on either side. You're like, I'm just tired of this. I'm just going to let it all go. I like it for you. It's really this opening of happiness into your life. I like it. So that's what they have for you right now, book lovers. So many blessings to you. And then Shri Vijaya, you are up. You want to know about the rest of February. So what does Spirit want you to know about the balance of February, which we've got 19 more days left, 29 days this year, leap year. So we got an extra day, which is great. It's my birthday month. I like having an extra day. Who am I kidding? I celebrate all year long, so who cares? All right. So for the rest of February for you, you got this nice Queen of Cups and 5 of Coins, 5 of Pentacles. This movement and change of belief around lack is coming in here. And there's like whatever situation is coming in, it is changing your belief in mankind. That's funny to say, but on one end of things, you realize, you know what? I get it that my sustenance of my life doesn't come from humans, it comes from Creator, from Source. With endless resources, they bring me what I need in each moment. And sometimes it comes through humans, but this release and like you're not expecting it from people, and then because you're not expecting it, you get people that bring you and gift you with things, and I like that. You have the Queen of Cups, which is this feeling of emotional overflowing, and you just feel this fullness of life. So I like this. It's because of this letting everyone off the hook and kind of getting not expecting anything from humans, knowing that Creator, you're going to bring me everything I need in each moment. It's like because you don't have this wanting, it's not pushing people away energetically. It in fact it lets people want to give to you because you're not expecting it anymore. You feel like your fullness of life. I just feel like it's just a new way of looking at the world. It's like I say your uh, opinion of humanity changes. You're like, wow, you guys aren't a bunch of takers. You actually want to give too. Wow. It's just I feel like it's just a change of heart, and I like that for you. So that's what's coming in for the rest of February. Well, a little piece of it, but that's what they wanted you to know. So many blessings. And then divine goddess. You want to know how will your divine counterpart be? Let's take a look here. What else does Spirit want you to know about your divine counterpart? They're giving you little bits and pieces, right? Wow. Well, you got the Empress and the Ace of Cups. Loving person. You know, the Empress is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, very huge. Like she rolls over all the queens. So it's some that's very nurturing. And the Ace of Cups is someone who has a lot of self love, which is good. They're not arrogant, but we can't love someone more than to the extent we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than we love ourselves. But the important part for you is that they have a large self love, which means they can give a lot of love to you and very nurturing, they're not mothering, of course, but very nurturing um, and creative. But they do have this, like the focal point is they want to make sure that you know you're loved and they nurture that love and that relationship. So I love that for you. Very much empowering, individual for you too. So I like that for you, Divine Goddess. That's what they have for you. Another little tidbit. And then Empress Beauty, you are up next. How can you tap into the best version of your personality? All right, let's take a look here. Just do this another shuffle here. I think they're getting tired. Energize them a little bit. We've been using them all day long. So let's see here. How can you tap into the personality here? Yeah, you've got the 5 of staves and the 7 of staves. There's the 5 of wands, 7 of wands that come in here. The 5 of wands is transforming energy from being lower vibration, focusing on fear, to focusing on gratitude, right? The 7 of wands also is about not worrying about defending yourself and not asking permission to shine, but to allow yourself, don't dim your light, let your light shine. Don't try to be who you think other people want you to be. And that's where this fear transforms, and like you're grateful for what you have in your life, who you are, and having this gratitude for your gifts and identifying them too. I like this. The best version of your personality is when you are not dimming who you are, but you're expressing your uniqueness, not trying to fit in to what everyone is saying supposed to shoulds, or not being intimidated by fear that you might let people down, or they might not like who you are. It's like, you know what, I'm going to be me. And you're not, the best version of yourself isn't a hateful, fearing, lower vibrational person. It's a higher vibrational. You're sharing the love of your heart. So why dim your light? We're afraid what people are going to do. But in doing that, you do have the Page of Coins, the Page of Pentacles, and it does open up opportunities in your life as well. So I like this, not fearing expressing who you are, not fearing being seen or being in the spotlight. Um, I feel like you might have been around some people who insecure, and so they don't like it when you got attention, and so they would punish you in ways, like ignoring you, giving you the cold shoulder, acting all hurt, and blaming you that you made me feel this way. You know, why do you get to be up there? Come back down here and be miserable with me, kind of attitudes. But that's done. That's over. Let them go cry if they want to go cry, but you get to shine bright because your light is needed in the world. So I like that. So that's what they have for you, Empress Beauty. Shine bright. All right. So many blessings. And then Doll Face Diva, you are up next. Spirit messages. So let's take a look here. What the Spirit wants you to know right now. All right. Yep. So we got this freedom here from the Ten of Swords, the sick and tired of trying to please everyone and feeling the disappointment from other people or having people disappoint you. There's this freedom. It's just like, why do I'm worried about so much? I'm getting out of my head. I'm letting go of all these expectations, or as many as I can, because when we do that, we're able to step into this Two of Wands, and we realize I hold so much power, my power of choice over my energy, over my emotions, over my physical actions, also over my mindset and my stories. And this Ten of Swords is about letting go of all the stories of what something is supposed to mean, should mean, must mean, and you're stepping into your power. Spirit messages are, just because you were told that when that happens, this is what it's supposed to mean, doesn't mean it has to. Power and power and power. I get to decide. Even if the entire village says, no, the sky is blue, I can be like, it's aqua blue, or it's green. I get to decide what story I put to anything. And it's very empowering because you're no longer controlled by the outside world and the stories that are, imposed upon us or that everyone is trying to say. It's like, no, I get to decide. It's my life. And we talk about sometimes it's like we're at a giant dinner table at a restaurant and everyone's telling us what we should order for our main meal, and we're not sharing it. Everyone's keeping and eating their own meal. The appetizers, yeah, let's discuss appetizers. We will all decide since we're all going to eat from them. But my meal, mind your own business. I have to eat it. I'm going to order what I want. And I feel like this is the kind of energy that they're bringing in for you right now, is realize you get to choose because it's your life. Everyone has their opinion, but they're not living it. You are, so you get to choose. I like that. So that's what's coming in for you, Dollface Diva. So many blessings to you and to everyone to mind their own business. I can say Bretta Zen said so. I don't live near you, so I'm safe. Blame me. All right. So many blessings, Diva. All right. And then MMC, you are up. You wanted a general reading. Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. Look at you. 2 major arcana coming in here. You have the Star card, which is about like dreams come true. What is that dream that you have, the wishing upon a star? Well, that Justice card tells you it's not what you think it is, because the Justice card is the balancer. They have this giant Ace of Swords, which is a tool of clarity, and it allows you to connect to the higher realms. It allows you to connect to your high heart and discover what the difference is between what your dream come true is, your high heart's dream come true, and what everyone else has told you it's supposed to be. We get all of this influence all our life telling us this is what your dream is, and then we take it and go, oh, great. You wake up in the morning, oh, crap, I got to go live my dream today. Well, that's not your dream. That's a dream someone else gave you. But you are discovering, and with this Justice card, it's the cutting away of these old ways of thinking, this opinion that people have given you about what you're supposed to do and should do and need to do and have to do and be with and accomplish in life and blah, 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 blah. A lot of opinion. you know, that Ace of Swords allows you to see the truth, the capital T truth, and cut away and transform some of those lower fear energies, those lower small T truths rooted in fear, convert them into higher knowledge. This balancing out allows you to see what it is you truly want to do, and it brings in a lot of clarity. So, with whatever you're faced with in life, whatever decisions you need to be making, your North Star, your true north is you're determining that. Your compass is someone slipped a magnet in it and the true north is off. It's not the true north. It's a small t true north. And you're removing that magnet so that you can recalibrate it and go, no wonder we're headed off in a wrong direction that I don't like where we're going because this is the direction that my heart wants to go. So I like this clarity that's coming in there for you, MMC. So enjoy that. Many blessings to you. All right. And then we've got Tortoise Love. Hello, hello. So you're not sure. Um, oh, you had it earlier today. So it's per session that I try to limit one reading because, everyone has to go through the potluck line first, once first, before anyone go back through for a second time. So it's per session. So you're good. If so, what are your current feelings of your specific person towards you? All right. We'll take a look here and see what we have here. So, what are the current feelings of your specific person towards you? All right. So, they did give you 3 cards here. Wow. Look at these cards, though. Wow. So, you got the Lover's card. We love seeing that when it's your specific person towards you. So, definitely minimum bare bones, it's a very important relationship to him with the Lover's card. The other one you get, the 9 of Cups, emotional dreams come true. So they have very high regards to the relationship that you guys have, but they want to see it from afar. No, I'm just kidding. The Hermit card here does talk about, um, they they do value you and they do have all this, but there's also this need that they have in their life right now for alone time for themselves. I feel like they're in a big transformation with whenever you get the Hermit card. The 9 of Cups too is Hermit energy with the 9s because they're both 9s, obviously. But they're on this reflection of their life because there's a lot of things in their outside world that don't feel fulfilling to them. All the stuff they were told, this is the dream come true, and then they get it and they feel empty, and they're like, what's happening? And I just feel like they are in this journey of self-discovery, and they're being drawn inward and upward. Has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them realizing that the unhappiness they feel in life isn't you. It isn't anything externally. They're realizing that they're the common denominator. Very, I like the self awareness with all that. And they're, discovering and looking into this, trying to find an enlightenment within themselves. I like it. It's very, um, I wouldn't say it's spiritual, but it is otherworldly that they're looking at, doing it, and they're realizing they're not blaming you, they're not blaming their parents, not blaming whatever. They're like, this is something my journey. And so, just know if they feel a little distant that some things do require them to step away and look into things, but it's not you. And when they say it's not you, they really mean it. It's not, oh, it's not you, it's me. It's really, they're like, no, I get it. These are my feelings to own, and you make it easier to choose love, and they like that about you, but they're working on their insides. So hopefully that resonates there for you, Tortoise Love, and many blessings to you. That's what they have right now. Right, and we'll continuing down the list here. So we got Grace 1111. Anything from your spiritual team? All right, let's take a look here. What does your spiritual team want to say besides go, go, go? All right. Yeah, go, go, go. So you have the 2 of Cups and Confucius, which is normally the Judgment card, which is another 2. When you add 20, 2 plus 0 together, you get 2. This is about this journey here of discovering the two of you that are living this human experience, your human side and your higher self. This Two of Cups, it's really about a relationship. This combination is this relationship of your higher self calling you to this higher relationship with them. And that Two of Cups is about, I'm your best friend, the bestest friend you'll ever have. And I want to develop and deepen the relationship we have with one another, this awareness of who I am. We're part of one another, but I want to, draw you closer in a closer relationship. So, opening of this awareness between you and your higher self is what this is happening right now. And so, it's important for you to take time to get to know them. And it doesn't take much time. They don't want you to, like, oh God, don't spend all day with me, but just little tidbits here and there. They're like, I'm with you anyway. Just, um, look at developing the relationship with me because I want to develop one with you. So I love that for you, Grace. I mean, wow, boom, invitation. They want to hang out. All right, so that's what they have for you. Many blessings, Grace. Linksley, messages from your Leo. Let's take a look here. See what they want you to know right now. All right. Yeah, we've got the death card here. Endings, endings, endings. And this Knight of Wands is this movement of energy. This, I just feel like they're, and we get this a lot with this Leo, it's like broken record, right? But this Knight of Wands feels like a grass fire, and it feels like this ending that they're like, they don't go backwards. They're always moving forward. Where they're at in their life, they're fire, they're fire, they're fire. Lower vibrational energy of their fire sign, right? And they just want to consume and they can't go backwards because they burn all the fuel behind them. That's why a grass fire doesn't go that way and then come back because it burns everything on its way. It has nothing to move back to. It just keeps consuming in their mind. They have to keep moving forward onto the next thing, onto the next thing, onto the next thing. And if you look at the pattern of their life, you're going to see it. All these black fields of fire that follow them. And you're like, okay, maybe I don't want to be burnt by them. Or if we already have, you don't want to be burnt again. You're like, you can keep going forward. I just feel like there's this energy. The message from their Leo is, this is who I am. I can't help it. I don't want to hurt you any again or like I did others. And so, understand this is where I'm at in my life. I'm an out of control grass fire. So interesting message, but that's what's coming through for you, Linksley. So hang in there. That's what they have. Many blessings. And then angel blessings. You are up. Any blessings coming to you? Let's take a look here, see what else they have. And I did answer all free readings this weekend. So if you asked this earlier, you can listen to the earlier session to get extra information coming in there too. Yeah. So here's the nice blessing. You have this movement of leaving behind old ways of thinking around lack, and you're moving forward. And I like this because there's awareness that's coming in. You're transforming thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that made you feel unworthy of receiving things. And I feel like you've been having this movement from choppy waters to calmer waters, old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, letting go and processing and transforming some things that have come up. And I feel like you've been getting triggers that have been popping up. And I feel like it's been especially since like October, November, December, January, February. It's almost like one a month at least, where it's like, oh, here's a trigger. Oh, here's a trigger about lack. And why do I feel that way? A little bit of transformation. Another bloop, it pops up in a different way. Transformation. And I feel like it's been worth it, even though it's probably been irritating, but it's moving you from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking around lack and what you're worthy of receiving, and that allows more things to come to you because of that. The more you release, the more that is able to come to you. You release more, the more, and I feel like it's been building and building and building, and I like where it's headed for you because that is blessings. The more you're letting go of these energies, your energy is becoming more aligned with things, blessings in the outside world. When we're lower vibrational energy, we draw in lower vibrational things, but when our energy matches the blessings that we're looking for, then that's when they're able to come to us. In fact, this is what you've been learning a lot about manifesting and matching your energy, both mental energy, emotional energy, your manifestation energy, focus energy, physical energy on what you're wanting, and having that energy match that. So that's is what is bringing the difference in for you. So I like that for you, angel blessings. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then Anusri, you are up next. So secret confessions from Pisces. That sounds like a some sort of channel that's late at night. So mysterious. Let's take a look here. Let's shuffle these up. So secret confession from Pisces will make it more innocent. All right. So what do the Pisces have to confess? All right. So you got the Page of Swords, the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is about deception, and the Page of Swords is about, getting clarity and things about life here. And we've got the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Pentacles, which is about new opportunities in the outside world. And, the secret confession, it just feels like they're you know, admitting I don't know what I'm doing. It's funny, but that's what I feel like. The Seven of Swords is I've got all these thoughts and I've had these beliefs, but I realize I have thoughts and beliefs that deceive me. So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to gain clarity and get clarity of mind around why do I believe what I believe, and what is this about? Why do I do the things I do? Why do I want the things I want? Why don't I want the things that I think I'm supposed to want? There's all this, clarity and figuring out of things. It's like there's this inner battle in their mind of all this stuff that feels contradictory and deceptive. And I feel like they're like, I have to figure this out before I ever would, Ace of Pentacles, look for opportunities in the outside world. I got to figure it out. And I don't got it figured out. And I feel like they don't portray themselves that way. They try to portray themselves as I got it all together, but they don't. And that's their confession is I am a mess. So that's what's coming in Newsry. So there you go. Enjoy that. All right. But keep it to yourself. Shh, it's a secret. All right. So many blessings to you. And then soul searching vibe, you are up. So who is coming towards you? Let's take a look here. Who does Spirit want you to know is coming towards you? All right. Well, you got the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles here. Four of Pentacles is someone that feels like home, capital H home. And I feel like the person who's coming towards you, it does feel, I normally don't get this, but it feels like it's someone from what you would consider home. But the Eight of Coins, the Eight of Pentacles is school too. And not that they were homeschooled, but it's someone that you went to school with. And I feel like it's someone that's coming back into your life that is from home, that you, like you said, you had education, and it could have been maybe like more junior high, high schoolish, or a lot. Like you went quite a bit with them in school. And so there is this energy here. This is who's coming towards you. It's very known, but you both have changed, and you're not who you were before either. But there is this feeling of home. It just you feel safe, you feel comfortable with them, and that's who's coming towards you. So hopefully you're like, I know who that is. But that's what they have for you right now. Soul searching vibe. So many blessings to you. And then Happy Pill, you are up next. So angel and ancestral guidance. All right, let's take a look here and see. What do the angels and ancestors want you to know right now? Yeah. You've got the Hermit card. So they definitely want you to spend time communicating with them, because that's they're wanting to guide you on your path here. The hermit usually has a lantern in there. In this case, they're even guiding someone. But the Three of Wands is about a change of direction. And so your angels and ancestors, they're like, it's important for you to kind of step away from the noise and the chaos, and really not that you have to be completely a hermit, but it is you stepping away so you can be quiet and open-minded and hear what they have to say, because they're guiding you and they're taking you in a different direction than you had been going. But it's because they want to give you information that you don't know about yet. And then you're like, oh, well, yeah, I definitely don't want to go that way. I do want to go this way, and take an off ramp and change directions. Whether it's relationship or job or education or something in your life, it is about, movement into a different direction. So they do have this, but they want to give it to you, and they want you to develop this relationship with them. So, whether it's journaling or whatever way that you connect, and hear from spirit, they're like, even if it's just meditating and asking, show me signs out there. Do what is it that you were trying to tell me? They will, and they want to show you that they can communicate directly with you, and that they are always chatting with you. Maybe this is just confirmation too, that you're like, yep, they have been, and all right, that was them. Thank you. It could be that too. So I like that for you. Right, that's easy breezy, short and easy. That's what they have for you, Happy Pill. So many blessings to you. And then Cutie, you are up. So anything from the person on your mind. All right. Cards are flying. Yep. So they're tired. We're putting them away. We're moving into the Sanctus Concordia Tarot deck is where we're moving to. And if you're interested, if you fell in love with this deck like I have, the author of it, Chris Lee, there's a link in the description box of the video where you can get 10% off of these cards. So there's a link and a code if you're interested. All right. So Cutie, anything from the person on your mind. All right. All right. One card coming in. And you got the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is this energy of harvest and a lot of energy, but it's also a card of burden and a change of energies. 10 of Wands is so much energy being invested, and it's reevaluating and it's readjusting, this energy. And I feel like it's trying to do too much and to bring your energy in so you can focus in one direction instead of so many, because I don't feel like there's enough energy that you have available, whether it's emotional energy or just spiritual energy that you're investing out into the world. It's trying to do too much and you're burning yourself out, and you can do 10 things a little bit, or you can do one or two things very well. And so that's what they're saying. Their advice to you, this person that's on your mind, it's really their higher self saying, you need to cut out a lot of stuff out of your life of where you're investing so much energy, so you can super focus into the important. It's a lot of urgent stuff that's not important. And it's important to realize what's urgent and not important, and what is important. And that helps you just zero in your energy to, accomplish things, to have movement, to have attraction. Otherwise, it just feels like you're the Flash. There she goes, there she goes, there she goes, there she goes. It's like you can be present and glow instead of be a flash where I thought that was her. So hopefully that makes sense, Cutie, for you. But that's what's coming in from them. So many blessings to you. All right. Continuing, moving down the list, we got Magician. You like a reading for March. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about March right now? Okay. I thought, oh, you're going to get the Magician. Nope, not this time. I thought I saw it, but you kind of have almost the Magician, because you've got the Emperor, who is a lot like the King of Wands, who's a lot like the Magician, and you've got the Five of Swords. And so this energy here for March, you're really getting into the the battle between your heart and your mind, because your heart wants to do something, but your mind has all these advisors telling them, like the emperor, what you should and supposed to do, need to do, and blah 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 for the empire. But this emperor energy is Aries energy, and it's like realizing, okay, you know what? Thank you for all of the your advice, but your heart wants to make a decision. Your heart wants to put form around what it wants to do, where it wants to head, and take action toward it. And so March is a month of getting some real clarity between what you are wanting to do and what everyone else has been telling you you're supposed to do. And it's you stepping up and stepping into that power and that energy going forward. Plus, March 19th, I think, is Aries season, moving into spring. So, at least spring in the northern hemisphere. So, very powerful energy coming in here for you in the month of March. But it's you stepping up and you not being afraid, and a lot of clarity coming in. So, I like it for you. So that's what's coming in, Magician. So look for that. And then Smooth Life, you are up next. And you want to know, how can you make your life more smoother so you can be smoothier life? It'll be your new screen name. Let's take a look here. See what Spirit has here for you. What do they feel will help you have your life feel more smoothier? All right. You can check out my new podcast on Sundays called From Chaos to Cozy. All right. You do have two. Wow. You've got two major arcana coming in here. You've got the Judgment card, which is the calling. It's like both of it is about seeing things from a higher perspective. The Judgment card is your higher self calling you into this like calling into your life. And the Hanged Man is this transformation. It's like a caterpillar moving to a butterfly. They're in this cocoon, but they're seeing things from a different perspective. And I feel like there's this definitely seeing things from your higher heart. Because when we have these fears, when we have these supposed to be, should be's, need to be's, have to be's, these expectations that we're being given in our life, we live a lot of fear, failing people, and what will people think, and blah blah blah, right? That's unsmooth. But when we look at from a higher place, capital T, truths of unconditional love, even joy and laughter and unconditional love and all that, it allows us to realize there's not a should, there is no right or wrong. That's a human thing. And when you step out of that fear, that's the journey from chaos to cozy. It's from fear to love, lower vibration to higher vibration. The more that you're able to let go of these lower vibrational thoughts and beliefs and emotions and energies and actions, the smoother our life becomes, because we're not driven to try to live up to this long list of contradictory expectations. There's so many people that want so many different things from us that when we realize, oh, the answer to every question is unconditional love, there comes the smooth life. So hopefully that helps a little bit there. I feel like you know a lot of that, but just some good reminders and some clarity around it. So that's what they got for you, Smooth Life. So many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down the list here. We got Goldie. Hello, hello, Goldie. So do you have a past life connection with the Aquarius? All right, let's take a look here. Do you have a past life connection with the Aquarius? All right. Yeah. So, yeah, I would say that you do. You've got the Three of Cups, which represents the higher spiritual posse and team, and the Five of Pentacles, which is feelings of abandonment, being left behind, being left out in the cold. So there are, these feelings from the past in some lifetimes. And I feel like you had five significant lifetimes that are bringing energy into this lifetime. And it does have to do with this lack. And in some, you were the one that abandoned them, and others, they abandoned you. Others, together, you were abandoned by others. So there is this culmination here in this lifetime of kind of seeing it from a different perspective that's coming in here. And definitely, and I even feel like with that Three of Cups, some lifetimes you were their spirit guide, they were your spirit guide. So some really strong connections with them in this lifetime. If you don't do past life readings, I do offer those if you're interested in learning more about those. The information's down in the description box of the video for the link. You can find out more about those if that resonates. No pressure, of course, just letting you know. Since they mentioned past life, we can dig deeper into those too. But you definitely have one and a variety of different ones. So I like that for you. And that's what they got for you right now, Goldie. So many blessings to you. And then Pinky, you are up next. We got Goldie and then Pinky. Messages from your future spouse. All right, Pinky, let's see. What does your future spouse want you to know? Let's take a look here. Yeah, you got a lot of endings and beginning energy coming in here. You've got the 10 of Wands, and then you have the Judgment card, which is, if you look at the top, let's see if I can get up here. If it'll focus, it's two X's up at the top. Double endings, double new beginnings. And just know here with the Judgment card and the 10 of Wands, these are positive endings, positive beginnings, because part of the 10 of Wands is that there's a lot of energy that you're investing in a lot of things in the world. And the Judgment card is your higher self calling you to this higher place. And there's things that are dropping away because it's like those things don't serve you anymore. And you wanted to experience investing a lot of energy and stuff. But when you have like 10 things they can go up one space each. Things move very slowly, and you're investing energy in stuff that's really not bringing benefits. Like you're pouring stuff into a black hole and it's not getting anything back. And so they're having you evaluate what's important in your life versus what is urgent, and um, kind of having you see things in your life from a different perspective to see with that, what is your heart's desire versus what you feel you're supposed to do, because you want to please people, you don't want to disappoint people. So you're investing energy doing a lot of stuff that you're like, ugh, but those things are urgent but not important, and they're having you reevaluate what's important. This is your future spouse going, you know what? The more energy invest in these important things, the sooner we meet, the sooner life goes forward. But otherwise, all this energy is being invested at slowing down you guys meeting. They're working on their side, trying to prioritize and doing things. And they're just saying that this is something that you can do too, so that you're both raising your vibration and moving toward each other simultaneously, if that makes sense. So that's what they have for you right now, Pinky. So many blessings to you. And then we've got Alice. Hey, Alice. All right. And you had said hey, you want to join? Did you mean join the free readings or join memberships? If it's memberships, the link is down in the description box of the video if you're looking at becoming a member of my YouTube channel. But you want to know messages from your angels and spirit guides. All right, let's take a look here and see what they have here. All right. Yeah, you've got some interesting energy here with the Magician card and the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is there's so much opportunity ahead of you here. Seven of Cups is there's a lot of different wishes, a lot of different options. But the magician is it's almost like the problem is that you have the ability to do so much, and it's like you're having trouble deciding what it is you want to do because your emotions are taking you in so many different directions. There's no way that you can do it all. You only have so much. You have a pitcher of water. There's only so many glasses you can fill up. Otherwise, there'll be a lot of little glasses with hardly anything in them and one full. And so they're telling you here there is no wrong choice, and there's no judgment. And so some of those cups you'll eliminate because you're like, well, those aren't for me. These are what I think that God, spirit, people would want me to do. But you're removing. You're like process of elimination going, no, I really don't want that. No, I really don't want that. And you're whittling it down. And once you get it down to like one or two things that you're really excited about in your life, then you can put that magic wand and go, yes, this is what I want to grow. But when you're trying to grow seven things, it's like you're trying to attract things to you. Whatever you focus on is what you draw to, but if you focus on something else, this starts drifting away. If you have seven things, you can't keep them all coming towards you because things start drifting away. And so that's why they want you just to be aware that a lot of stuff that you're wanting isn't because you want it, it's because other people wanted it, and you're then convinced that you're supposed to want it too. But there's this clarity coming in with all this, Alice, and I like it because it's like there's a couple things that are really your heart's desire, and they're like, focus on that. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't worry about what anyone else thinks. This is your life. You have the magic to make things happen. So do it. What are you waiting for? Right? And I like it. They're nudging you, going, go for it. Don't worry about anyone else. We love you. We support you. We're always here for you. So I like that. So that's what's coming in, Alice. Many blessings to you. And then we've got Anjushri Tawari. Anyone a message from your angel? All right, let's take a look here and see what does your angel want you to know? Like your guardian angel, the big angel in charge. Let's see what they want you to know here. All right, wow, two major arcana. I love these for you too. You've got the Chariot, which is movement and victory, and Cancer energy, which the moon is also rolls over the Cancer sign. So there's a lot of emphasis here on moon energy and following the moon. There's a lot of revelations that can come from all this too, and empowerment. If you don't already follow the moon energy, and of course we have new moon, full moon, and for those I do put up pick a cards every other week. But we also have energy that changes every 2 to 3 days. We go through the entire zodiac sign every 28, 29 days. And so every 2 to 3 days, we're changing energy that's influencing us. With all of this, I wouldn't be surprised if you're a Cancer sign or a water moon or water sign, because they're basically telling you that you are very influenced by the energy of the moon, whatever it's in. And as it switches every few days, I know I have a Pisces moon. So I have a Pisces stellium and other water in my chart too, even though I'm an Aquarius sun. I have a ton of water. So I know I have a strong um, fluctuation around different types of moons. Like we're in Pisces moon today. So I'm in my element. I'm dreaming like, a crazy man, just very in tune with the spirit world during that. And I understand that now. Before I'd be like, why am I so emotional but when you track the moon, you understand, oh, so, I'm in that. And then, Monday we go into Aries. There's going to be fire energy for a couple days. Very aggressive. Go, 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 go. So I can use that energy. And this is what they're having you be aware of, is that the moon influences you very much. And like a forecast, an energy forecast, you know how to use that energy or why it's happening, at least, even if you don't use it, you're like, okay, so I'm extra emotional today. It's a Cancer, the moon is in Cancer. So I get it, or, etc. So you get it. But that's what they're want you to focus on and be aware of, because it will make you feel less like you're going crazy. And you're like, oh, that's why I feel that way today. All right. So many blessings to you, Andrew Shri. That's what they have for you. And then Rishi Lahori. Hey, dude. So a general reading. Absolutely. Let's take a look here and see what they have here for you. Dude. All right. All right. So you are on the quest for self-worth with the Knight of Pentacles, and it is not a empty quest, because you do end up here with the Ten of Pentacles in the end. So it is worth the journey. They're like giving you an encouragement that sometimes when knights go on quests and they're like, well, it's been 3 years and we still haven't found the Holy Grail. They're like, keep looking because it's worth it. You do get that 10 of Pentacles, which is fullness of life, relationship, money, job, career, etc., etc. So it is worth the journey. It's worth the adventure. And don't give up. It's taken a while. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight out of them all. But that quest of self-worth is such a huge journey for all of us. It takes time. We're given so much challenge that's in there. But it's worth, when we look at, oh my God, I have to do all that. Just take it a day at a time, a moment at a time. And that's what knights who are on quest do. They don't look at everything they have to battle through. They just look at the very next battle, their very next challenger as they move through. It's like a video game, right? You don't go directly to the boss, you fight and you work your way up. You're working your skills up to fight the boss in whatever video game. At least that's the way it used to work when I was a young boy. All right. But that's what they have for you. So don't give up hope. It's worth the effort. All right. So many blessings, my friend. All right. And then we are to Asuna-san. So you had asked about Renga. Now you want to know, are they a good match for you? So you got some information around them. Now you want to know, is it a good match? You have trust issues. Let's take a look here. Let's find out here. Are they a good match? And you're afraid of being cheated on. Well, you know what, the thing about having fears of being cheated on, we draw in cheaters. Yay! It's how it works, whatever we focus on, like attracts like. So your fear of being cheated on doesn't have to do with others. It has to do with your own mindsets. You have the Four of Swords and you have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is the barrier that you can't get through, but the Four of Wands is how you get past it. So basically they're saying that they're a good match if you want a cheater. You're like, no, but it's true. It's you've drawn to you what you are afraid of. And we're not going to leave it just at that, don't worry, because the Four of Swords tells you, they lay, usually it's the Four of Swords traditionally has someone asleep on the Ace of Swords. 3 swords on the wall, which are our fears. And when we face our fears, when we see it, hiccup from the, it scared me, from the, when you see it from the highest, from a higher perspective with that Ace of Swords, you see that, oh, the clarity comes in. Why do we fear being cheated on? Well, because we're told that if we're cheated on, it means something about us, not something about them. We're like, oh, that means I'm unworthy. It means, I'm going to be heartbroken, because when that happens, I'm supposed to be heartbroken. But there's a healing that happens in 5 out of my 5 longest term relationships, which lasted anywhere from a year to 3 years. I had 3 of them that were unfaithful. That's the story we have. And yeah, it hurt like a mofo. And when you realize later in looking back on hindsight, the prick in our heart, the story of heartbreak is actually fear that gets ignited. Same thing as someone who goes "Buh," and scares you. You're like, for a moment you're scared until you realize it's just your stupid brother playing a joke on you, and then you're like, ha 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 ha. Fear goes away, right? The prick, the fight or flight that we were going into goes away. But emotional monsters, emotional things, they loop because we haven't solved them yet. As soon as oh my gosh, the story we have that when someone cheats on us, it means we're unlovable, we're not going to find love again, what are people going to think, blah, 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 blah. All this fear loops, and it keeps looping until we get distracted. Then the heartache stops, oddly enough, right? Until we remember, oh, wait, I'm heartbroken. I've been cheated on. Love, heart, here goes all that again, looping in our heart. It's actually in our brain, the fear that's, looping. But eventually we realize and we get to the root of what are we fearing, and that's what we fear, is that it means something about us. Spirit afterwards, post review of those relationships, what did you learn about those? And I'm like, people are bastards. They cheat on you. No, 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 that's not what we mean. So, like, they were your mirror. What did you learn? I'm like, well, I never cheated on them. How are they my mirror? And they're like, well, self-worth comes from your higher self, inward and upward, but you were defining your worth by their actions, thus. And I'm like, so I was cheating on myself with them? And they're like, do you see it? And I was like, and I did see it. The light bulb went off. The reason I had so much fear about my worth is because I was looking to the outside world to define me instead of inward and upward. So there is this, facing what you feel, what the fear is about what it means when people cheat on you, and getting to the truth of the matter. And then you don't fear about other people cheating on you because you don't define their actions by you. And if they do, that's not about you, that's about them. And you're confident in who you are. And the amazing thing is when you stop fearing being cheated on, you stop drawing people to you that will cheat on you to show you the mirror, that because you don't need that teacher anymore. So I know that was a long one. Maybe that was for more than just you and me, but there you go, Asuna. So yes, they are a cheater because you drew them to you because you fear cheating. And when you stop fearing, then you draw someone in who is not a cheater. Yay! We like that. All right. So many blessings to you. And then Mika Khan, you are up. So you're thinking of doing FBA. Will it be profitable as you'll want it to be? All right, let's take a look here and see. If you do that, is it profitable like you want it to be? I don't feel like it would be. You've got the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. The Eight of Swords is about looking at your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have kept you blinded and bound and trapped. And so there's some beliefs around what you are wanting, like profitableness and success. You have these ideas of what all this means, but I feel like you're questioning those things. You're gaining clarity around it, which allows the Knight of Cups, allows you to move forward in a different direction. It allows you to follow something more heart-oriented than mind-oriented. I feel like you've been told that, well, this is profitable, this is what I should do, supposed to do, need to do, these stories, right? But your heart is like, but I want to go do that. So it's really this message of clearing away. Why do I want all the stuff I want? A beautiful flow of mental energy allows your heart to have a seat at the table, and then you go this direction and follow your heart, which is so much more of a quest of happiness instead of checking off check boxes. So I feel like it's not going to be as profitable as you want it to be, because it's almost like you're wanting it to be profitable enough that makes you happy, but that doesn't bring you happiness. This thing that your heart wants to go do, which is not of the mind, it's of the heart. It's something completely different. And wants that for you. That is what will make it feel profitable. So hopefully that makes sense. That's what they have for you, though, Mika. So many blessings to you. All right, let me see where we're at here. We're getting closer to the end here. Let's see what we got here. All right, so yeah, I got about a handful left. So Spiritual Journey Tarot, you are up next. So spring reading, not spring cleaning, but a spring reading. So what does Spirit want you to know here? I think I'm going to be working on some spring fall equinox energy. So we'll look at that. Wow. So we have this spring here's endings and new beginnings with the Death card coming in here. And the Nine of Pentacles. It is a period of independence, stepping away from a lot of things in the outside world, but you're not alone in it. You have Spirit with you here. So there are some significant changes. It's like a harvest, though. It feels like things are reaching the culmination, things reach their end because there's the harvest. And I just feel like you're going inward to see what it is you want to do next. It's like, all right, well, that bush, it gave me all the blueberries. Now I have the blueberries. Now what? Now what do I want to do next? And I feel like you're in this contemplative thing going, all right, spirit, what do you want to do next? What's the next thing? I'm ready for this change. And spring is this new birthing of something, but it comes after this harvest, kind of like the first month and a half is a harvest, and then you start planning and doing something new in the second month and a half, coming in here. So I like it. There's a time of harvest, which we like, that encourages us to want to do more and to do something else too. But it's you and spirit together cohorting for the next thing, not you and other people. It's like it's a personal thing between you and spirit. So I like that. That's what's coming in so far. There's going to be a lot more, but that's a little tidbit of your spring. All right. So many blessings to you. And then Pramia, hello, hello. You want to know, will reconciliation of your marriage happen with D? If yes, when? All right. Let's take a look here and see. What does Spirit have here for you? Will there be reconciliation? Okay. We've got the Seven of Swords. There's a lot of deception and deceit, lying that's going on there. And I just don't feel like, you've got the Four of Swords too, which is peace of mind and letting things go in a way. That Seven of Swords is what came out first though, and there's just a lot of deception. And I don't feel like, even though you feel like you would have peace of mind and you're like, yeah, come back, we can have this relationship, that's always going to be right there. Deception, deceit, lying, cheating, whatever, all of these things, it's ammunition waiting to be used in a battle. It doesn't take long for a battle to come up and things to end. And that's why I feel like there's not going to be a reconciliation. There's been too much damage, too much emotional energy, too many thoughts and beliefs that are just down in there, that even if you, which is encouraging you to look at those, release the fears. What did you learn through this relationship? There's this release, release, release. And that allows you to move forward into something else, but not with them, because I feel like there's so much. All it takes is one thing, and here's, our razor blade tongues at each other about all the stuff that's just there ready to be used against each other. And it's not healthy. So I don't feel like that is a positive thing. And I don't feel like it's even that it is possible there. Trust with the Tower card. When people are moved out of your life, they are moved out of your life on purpose, for purpose, to make space for something that's more in alignment with where you're headed, and to clear the pathway for you to move forward to. So try not to look at it as a failure. Look at it as so much that you learned about yourself and life, and it's preparing you for the next stages. It's not an accident. It was purposeful. You wanted it to happen on purpose, for purpose, for you, as they did them. But now you're ready for something different. It's just a matter of learn what you learned, and then, it sounded weird, realize what you've learned through it all and what you can learn from it, and then allow the flow to take you where you're headed for next. All right. So hang in there. I know it's tough, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. Okay. So many blessings. All right. And Keisha Williams, thank you so much for your patience in getting to your reading. I know you're in some deep emotion about loss and absence in your life here. And so your bestie went to the other side, abandoning you, leaving you behind. How dare they? They definitely have messages. They have been communicating with you nonstop, and they will be with you the entire rest of your life, by your side. They're like, you're never, ever alone, ever. I'm with you, always, always. They're emphasizing that. You're like, whoa, can I have some privacy? But I have the Talking to Heaven cards that I had taken out earlier today. And so we're going to give you a couple messages from them. So let's see what they have to say here for you. All right. So they are, I am sorry, please forgive me. They didn't mean to leave you behind. And then they also have here, I watch over you every day, like I said. So these are their two messages to you. There's more. Let me just read them here. Here it is. It says, now that I am over here, I've had a chance to review my life very quickly. I understand how my actions affected you, and I need to apologize so that both of our souls can move forward. You see, if either one of us is hanging on to guilt or resentment, it stalls our personal growth. Please know that every moment I was doing the very best I could. I will now finally admit to you how frightened I was. I made an effort to appear strong, but underneath I was scared of everything, including life. They're tickling my nose. I covered up my fears by closing my heart to feeling emotions, and I know this hurts you quite a bit. I promise that uh, I've now learned from this error, but I've also had to forgive and have compassion for myself. I ask you please do the same and forgive me too. And then I watch over you every day. Believe me when I tell you that I hear every one of your thoughts and know all of your life's desires, goals, and accomplishments. We have such a strong soul connection that part of my desire here is to watch over you there. And even though I can't take your tests for you or interfere with your free will, I am sharing your space and I'm always influencing you to do the best that I know you can do. I help bring into your life those important learning opportunities your soul needs in order to grow. Think of me as your guardian angel. We share life together. I am the light that goes before you, holds your hand, and shows you the way. So don't be surprised if a thought about me suddenly comes into your mind, seemingly at random. That's me standing next to you, letting you know that I am still with you. I love it. So hang in there, my dear. Those are the messages they have for you. Trust me, they're giving you signs and synchronicities, stuff all over the place. If you're ever wondering, I wonder if that was them, it is them. They are not going to be shy about it. So just know that they are there with you and always, always, always talk to them. They can hear you and shut up and listen, she says. And then shut up and listen, and you can hear me. You guys had a great relationship, I can tell. So so talk to her and then shut up and listen, and she will give you signs. So hang in there, Keisha. Many blessings to you. All right, and then Minahil, you are up next. So general love reading. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Too funny. Sassy. She is sassy. All right. So, Minihil, for new opportunities to come in here, like with the Page of Pentacles, it does take here the Eight of Swords to really look at your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets around love. You know, you're becoming aware of what of your own thoughts and beliefs around love have blinded you and bound you, made you feel trapped. And the eight is a number of flow. And it is important to do that. It's important to release those things because those, if we do what we've always did, we get what we've always gotten. And these thoughts and beliefs of lower vibrational fear energy are the things that you're letting go and going, why do I even want that? Why do I believe that? And there's this clearing, and I like it because it does change things. It allows you to have different experiences than what you've always had before. But it takes you going, you know what? Why do I believe that? And I'm transforming that. I'm not going to believe that anymore. I don't need that anymore. I don't believe that anymore. And it's freedom. It's freeing for you. And I really like that. So that's what they have for you right now, Minnie Heal. So many blessings to you. And then the last one on the list here. So hopefully I didn't miss anyone. If I did, my deepest apologies. I've got Poonam Bisht is next. And once I'm done, I will put a pinned comment on the bottom of in the comments, and I'll pin it, and it'll be the order in which the readings were completed, so you can find your reading easier there. I will be back tomorrow morning in about 12 and a half hours for my morning session at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So I will see you guys then. So, Poonam Bashit. Beast, I think, maybe. Probably totally murdering that. My apologies. But your question is, will you get the government MBBS seat this year? You're preparing for it. All right, let's take a look here. All right, so let's take a look here. What do we have here? All right. You've got the Queen of Cups, who rolls over emotion, and the Moon card, which is all about Mother Luna and emotion. So, I don't feel like you'll get the seat there, Poonam. And it's not because from lack of ability. I just feel like your heart isn't in it. I feel like this is what someone else wants for you. The Queen of Cups and the Moon card are about there's hidden emotion. There's something more that you would desire to do with your life and be. It just feels like there's a lot of influence of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and responsibility and blah, 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 blah. A lot of stuff of the mind, but the heart is like, but I want this. And your heart feels like it's caged and it doesn't have a say so. And so I feel like it's important for you to really get in tune with your heart, connect higher, go, what is it that would make my heart feel full, that would make my heart sing? How do you uniquely want to share this beautiful love in your heart with the world? I don't know if it's through this MBBS seat. I feel like for the government, I feel like it's something else that you want to do with your life and share that. And so that is why your heart's like not in it. It wants to go do this, right? So something to think about, something to reflect on, but that's what they have for you right now. So thank you for your patience and waiting for your reading. And everyone, please remember every second of every day of your life that you are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we see each other again, enjoy the rest of your night or day, wherever you might be in the world. And until I see you, much love to you. You hang in there. You take care. We'll see you soon.